Hi, dears! Happy Lunar New Year! Happy New Moon! I hope you had a beautiful weekend. We engaged in Chinese New Year celebrations here. We were at the beach with some friends, and then we had a beautiful dinner. Handmade dumplings by a dear friend and her family. Mochi's handmade. It was just such a delight. It reminded me back on all these Chinese New Years I celebrated with my family and brought me back to my roots as well. And in that celebration, we also got to share hongbaos, the red packets, with the children. And that brought me to the theme I wanted to touch upon, which was a lot about our financial landscape, about money in the next few weeks, that topic that really opens up with abundance and also all of the, I guess I would say, the financial part, prosperity that comes with it. And two things to note on that. One, we had a beautiful abundance ritual on Saturday. The first one I kind of planted the seeds on to really go into our abundance around our inner feminine, connecting to the energy and knowingness within ourselves. And also the hongbao for my son. What a learning. He received his first ones, unpacked them. I was teaching about money. He put them back in once, slept with it. And then this morning he woke up and he was like, I decided that I would like to get with those that hongbao surf shoes like his dad's. So it was just really sweet. His first kind of learning around money, teaching him about saving, keeping that, which was also really wonderful, and seeing what he would like to do with his spending of it. And that brings me to the theme of my financial landscape and the kind of one-on-one simple things that I wish many of us would have known from right the get-go. And one of the frameworks is the percentage of how much to spend of your money each month on different things. And the most simplest and basic one is the 50-30-20 rule, with 50 being on necessities, rent, mortgage, I would say almost food, electricity, covering your living, 30% on wants, leisures and different things that you might need, as clothing and other expenses, and then 20% on savings. And this can vary. Sometimes it's 25 on leisures if you're wanting to save more in a month. But an important one really to note, and that hones down on many people, I would almost say, is keeping your rent or the basics to less than 50% so that you can save. So some people find themselves spending a lot more in rent because they're wanting a nicer place or living in a certain location and different things like that. And so I think it's just quite important to keep this kind of rule in the back of your head as you're looking at your expenses, and also marking down things. And then the next Mars Musings, I also want to kind of investigate more around savings and what we do with our money and what that kind of looks like. But yeah, this was the kind of swirl of the Chinese New Year, and just really having a lot of money around, the red packets bringing the energy in. So as the year starts, I would say the Chinese New Year, but also still being in January and the plannings, I'm really inviting you to start looking at your finances. Last year I already touched upon tracking, and I would even investigate how much you're spending now in terms of 50-30-20 and what you're looking to do with it. Like kind of how do you allocate it? What are you looking in terms of savings, which I'll touch upon next time, and also just generally like your financial future, so that we're starting to look beyond the now, beyond the, let's say, month to month and annually and beyond, to look at how can you plan for the years ahead, for unexpected things. We'll talk about the emergency fund and others, so that we can just be really clear on the direction we're going. And a saying that keeps coming over and over again, it's money flows where intention goes. So when we have this grounded, we have this planned and ready, money can flow in for it to know exactly where it's going to support you and your life through it. I hope this inspires you. I hope you have a beautiful start to the week. All the planets are starting to go direct again. Mercury retrograde is over since last week, apparently. Mars is direct. Uranus went direct this weekend. I'm not into astrology too much around it, but I'm definitely feeling this energy. And so are a lot of the people I'm working with, the clients around. It's been a great start to the week, and I'm hoping you're feeling this upturn too into this new year.